All right, here's yesterday's squat workout. My focus today or during this workout was making sure that I'm pushing my knees out real hard on the way down to give myself better pop out of the hole. And then obviously I wanted to try and maintain as upright a position as I could coming out of the hole while avoiding shooting my hips back and up when I come out of the hole, which I felt like I did a better job of. You'll see on some of my reps here that it does happen, but I feel like it's getting better. Here's my first work set with 505, and I felt like this moved as well as it's moved leading up till now. I felt like my depth was pretty good. I felt like my technique was pretty good. I felt like throughout this whole set my hips stayed in a good position. I was able to get up and then get them back underneath the bar quickly. My next set is 525, and same thing. I actually thought this set was equally as good as the 505. I was actually a little surprised at how well this weight moved for me. But again, I'm focusing on pushing my knees out and driving up and getting my hips back underneath me as quickly as possible. And I felt like the first two reps were pretty solid, and the third rep was not as obviously as good as the first two, but I felt overall it was a pretty good set. I was very pleased with how it went. And then my top set for the day was 545. First two reps were pretty good. Obviously the first one being the best, and then you'll see on my third rep fatigue kind of sets in a little bit, and you'll see my hips shoot up and back, and I have to fight to get them back underneath the bar, and that causes the rep to be really slow. And that's just something I'm continually working on to correct. So to work on that and attack that, some of my work after those heavier sets, I took 455. There's two 10s stuck in between those plates. My buddy there who spotted me was doing good mornings with 275, and it was just easier to leave the 10s on and stack the plates on top. But I was doing some pause squats here. I like these because I feel like it gets me into my weak spot, but it's light enough weight where I can really work on driving through that weak spot. And my weak spot is right out of the hole where my hips want to shoot back and up. And I like the pause squat to attack that because I can get myself in a position where I'm vulnerable to my weakness, and this allows me to really focus on driving through that weak spot and correcting it and just doing it, over and over again, so I know what it feels like to do it correctly. And also it's just good work. And obviously the goal would be to continue to progress on these as long as my technique and form is on point. So that's today's workout, and then I have a little bit here at the end just to kind of give you some info on what I do post-workout.
A little peek at what I'm eating today post-workout. It's 10 eggs, 6 whole, and 4 whites. I'm assuming this is around 50 grams of protein, roughly. I know 6 of the eggs would be 36 grams, but I don't know how much of that 6 grams is left after you take out the yolks when you're talking about the whites. So I'll assume it's around 50 grams of protein. I usually try to get in 50 to 60, maybe a little bit more as far as protein is concerned after I work out. I don't think it really matters the timing as much as just your total intake as a whole. And I do like to try and use good quality protein sources, being chicken and red meat, eggs, and obviously I supplement with whey protein. I take about 3 scoops a day. But just giving you a little bit of a snapshot at what I do sometimes post-workout. Here it is.